Let us study here the kind of combination that might occur between a sodium atom and a chlorine atom. Sodium with configuration 281 has one electron on the outermost shell. Now for convenience we show only the electrons of the outermost shell. Chlorine with 7 have been depicted with its 7 electrons on the outermost shell. Sodium, by losing one electron, can acquire a noble gas configuration, and chlorine, by picking up one electron, can also acquire a noble gas configuration. Hence, the electron from the sodium atom is completely transferred to the chlorine atom, resulting in a very strong bond called the electrovalent bond. As a result of this transfer of electron, the sodium is left with one electron short, hence 10 electrons and 11 protons. Therefore, it becomes a positively charged particle called an ion, or specifically speaking, a cation. Chlorine, by acquiring one electron, now has got one extra electron compared to the number of protons, 18 electrons and 17 protons. Hence, it becomes a negatively charged ion or an anion. These oppositely charged ions are held together by a very strong bond called the electrovalent bond, and the electrostatic force of attraction keeps the oppositely charged ions held together in the solid state. Let us see how an aluminium atom would combine with an oxygen atom. Aluminium, having atomic number 13, has configuration 283 and therefore 3 electrons on the outermost shell. Oxygen, atomic number 8, has got configuration 26 and therefore 6 electrons on the outermost shell. Now, oxygen atom is too short in order to complete an octet. Aluminium, on the other hand, wants to get rid of 3 electrons to complete its octet. So one aluminium atom will transfer 2 electrons to one oxygen atom. The oxygen atom now has got an octet configuration. This aluminium, however, wants to get rid of one more electron, which it transfers to a second atom of oxygen. This oxygen now requires one more electron, which it acquires from a second atom of aluminium. So in this way, there are 2 atoms of aluminium combining with 3 atoms of oxygen, and in the process, both the aluminium atoms complete their octet and the oxygen atoms also complete their octet. The result is now there are 2 aluminium ions, each acquiring a 3+ charge because they have lost 3 electrons, and there are 3 oxygen ions which have each acquired 2 electrons, and thus each oxygen ion is twice negative. The resulting compound will therefore be Al2O3. This is what we have learnt from valency. The valency of aluminium is 3 and the valency of oxygen is 2. So aluminium oxide Al2O3 is formed by 2 aluminium ions, each 3 positively charged, and 3 oxide ions, each double negative. The 2 cases of electrovalent bonding we have seen are between sodium and chlorine and aluminium and oxygen. If we analyze, sodium and aluminium are typical metals, while oxygen and chlorine are typical nonmetals. So we can conclude by saying that electrovalent bonds are formed between metals and nonmetals. Metals give up electrons to nonmetals, which acquire these electrons and become negatively charged particles. How do we identify a metal from its configuration? Sodium had configuration 281 and aluminium had configuration 283. Both were called metals. So we can say that metals have 1, 2 or 3 electrons on their outermost shell, except hydrogen and helium. Nonmetals will have 4 to 7 electrons on their outermost shell, That is, they'll have 4, 5 or 6 or 7 electrons on their outermost shell. By merely looking at a configuration, therefore, we can identify a metal, a non-metal and an inert gas. Electrovalent bond is formed by the transfer of electron from the metal to the non-metal.